Hey my lovely Aries, thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you guys are well. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you like the vibe, and don't forget to give the video a like as well if you find that these messages do resonate for you. So my lovely Aries, we're going to see what messages we have for you guys. Divine Spirit, angels, what messages do we have for my lovely Aries, please? Aries, please. Messages for Aries. And one more. Okay, lovely. I'm going to get an oracle card actually as well. Can you get one oracle card for Aries, please? Oh my gosh, all of these portals today. It's crazy. Because I was talking about it in Taurus reading. We have a Taurus card here as well. But I was talking... No. Taurus had a portal, but it wasn't Taurus. It was Scorpio. They had a portal as well. I was telling them... I was talking about this. I was talking about the difference between their portal card and this portal card. But it's funny that this portal card comes up now, the reading after. This portal card I was explaining, this is the one where you jump in, you dive in. You dive in. However, someone may have felt like they dived into something and there was a lack of a victory. Or, oh my gosh, this is just like, what is happening today? What is happening? This is so similar to the Scorpio reading now. Where there was this weight energy. There's this weight energy, because wanting to jump in too quickly could result in a lack of a victory. Okay. Baby steps. I feel like someone could be uncomfortable taking baby steps because you may feel like the more you could, with that slower pace of baby steps, it's like you're giving your mind more time to think about the past, think about things that didn't work out in the past. Because there's actually two different... Yeah, this is that same portal here, but you can come in from this side, or you can come in from this side, or there could be two different portals here. Oh my gosh. It's almost like there's an energy of like these different portals, and like it's either different people going through different portals, or like, let's say you're going through a portal, but you're looking back at your past and there was a lack of a victory here. You could be going through a portal, and then someone else here from your past, they may be going through a portal as well. But I feel like your portals are completely different. One of the portals is going to bring someone like a clearer vision. They're going to feel like they're able to see something more clearly. Okay, and the other portal for the other person is almost gonna, I feel like maybe take them down memory lane in order to kind of open a new cycle, or to see where there's new opportunities. So I feel like that could be to do with someone in your past, Aries. Anyways, back to you guys. Your energy, you could come in from at your portal from two different angles. Okay, so that's very significant. You could come at this portal from two different angles. But one angle, it's like, no. The divine is saying wait, or it's a no. Okay, so whatever that is. And I feel like that has something to do with... No. You need to combine these energies. There is a jumping in, but there is also a baby steps. It's both of the energies combined. That's why it's like a dual portal. It's like the energies of two portals combined. It's very powerful. Okay, and this isn't to be confused with the earlier message about the two different portals for other people, because there might just be a time where there's just portals open, and or I don't know, there could just be different shifts and different vibrations in different places and all of that type of stuff, different alignments. But outside of that, what I'm saying specifically just for you guys is that the portal that you're coming to is very big. Okay, the energy, it's almost like intensified, like it's like two in one. Now, again, you could come at this from two different angles, but I feel like it's almost saying that maybe when you weigh up like these two different angles in your mind, you feel like one's either not going to bring the victory, or the other one is just going to, like, there's something about the past that you just feel like it's just going to be repeat, and it's just like, oh no, I kind of want it to be a bit more expansive, or a new opportunity, or something like that. So although I feel like you may acknowledge that there's two different angles you could come at it from, you may still be seeing, like, you may still feel like those two angles aren't really cutting it for you in regards to the best way you think to go about it. And I feel like that is a very strong, very strong intuitive nudge to say that there's something about having a wider perspective on something. Okay, it's saying bigger, think wider, and almost like coming out from both sides, both angles here. It's like, okay, one angle definitely not, the other angle it's like, okay, there is kind of, that is kind of open, but you may feel like there was some magic would have to happen still for the open side to kind of like happen. So I feel like it's telling you to combine the energies of the two portals to make that magic happen, basically. Wow, this is like going to magic school. So it's kind of saying, yeah, combine the energies of seeing something as a new adventure. Okay, be open to new adventures, new exploring new ideas, more of an expansive mind here, and also simultaneously take baby steps as you embrace this new adventure. But usually when you go on a new adventure, you just take off, right? Now, that energy is going to come, but it's going to come after the baby steps. So they want you to embody that adventure energy, the saying yes to change. So as you're making baby steps, you may be called to make small little changes with those baby steps. You know, say yes to those changes, see it as a new adventure, be open, and be enthusiastic, almost like, yeah, it is a new adventure. And then you're going to get to a point after you take all these baby steps, it's inevitable, you're going to get to this point, you're going to get to this peak place. And when you get to this peak place, you're going to feel like you have complete perspective, one, on where you're about to go into somewhere completely new, and two, you're going to be able to see the past completely clearly. Okay? And yeah, once you get to this peak point, that's when you're going to be called to jump in. So it's the energies of both. You have to take baby steps until it's the time when you get there, and then you have to jump in. Okay? And until you get there, the divine is saying, wait, don't jump in too soon. Because if you see how this female is taking these steps around, she could have jumped in over here, because you're starting here. Again, you could have come out from both sides. You could have just jumped in here. I was like, no, take the steps and jump in from the top. Okay, because if you jump in from the bottom, you know, that's not it, right? So there's something about taking these baby steps. Okay, Okay, Aries. Temperance card here. Okay. So again, we've got double Sagittarius energy here. So there could be an energy here around maybe travel. But again, that adventure energy is needing to kick in. So if you feel like you've been sitting kind of like reflecting, you know, it's kind of showing where you have these wings, but maybe, I don't know why, I just heard out of you, someone, maybe you feel like they're not in use right now because you're looking at all these other butterflies around you, maybe using their wings, and you're kind of focused on these steps that you have to take. And you're literally sitting at the side of the portal thinking, should I just jump in from here? Or should I take these steps? And again, what is going on here? 10 of Cups. Wow. Take the steps. Take the steps. Because if you're tempted to jump in, it's because of the other butterflies flying, and you may feel like we're there on this side, but I mean, they may have flew from this side and ended up over that side. I don't know, but I feel like it's saying the more you reflect on what's going on out there, then it could affect how you feel inside. So it's saying, I think Spirit's saying, kind of maybe just take a bit of a close off a little bit from the outside for a minute, because it might be quite distracting to you, kind of just like following the steps towards your success. Oh my gosh, Hierophant again. What is happening? So again, we've got double Taurus energy here as well now. 10 of Cups. So again, this is my no card. So again, strong no on the immediately jumping in. But there's something about an energy of peace. Also something here about again, like there could be different portals. I see someone jumping in a portal and then like just kind of going into the abyss, right? But it's going to bring some sort of clear vision. This is so interesting. I'm just trying to see what's happening here. So okay, let's say if there's like I feel like if you're wanting to leave a situation, you may be tempted to kind of jump in because you just want to kind of jump in kind of away from a situation or person. So you guys, if you feel like someone else is kind of like maybe you feel like someone's already jumped in and said deuces, okay, not necessarily that they have said that, but I feel like you may feel like that, how it feels. So you may feel like, well, they're already in it, so I need to jump, you know, otherwise it's deuces. But the divine's like, nope. Doing something like that for some reason, something with the 3 of Cups in the reverse, it's almost like something might not manifest, or there could be something to do with like the situation isn't stable enough for that too soon. Like this, I feel like there's some sort of stability or foundation that could be being built in the background. So by the time you take the stairs, like the foundation basically would have been built. So then when you jump in, because it's kind of like, yeah, to be in that flighty energy, you have to have grounding. But if you don't have grounding and you're in that flighty energy, then it's like yes, it's just gonna be like Gone with the Wind, right? And not fabulous what's their name? Um Kenya. But just Gone with the Wind in terms of like, you know, Gone with the Wind with the tornado. Um so yeah, I feel like this is actually kind of for your protection as well, in the sense of like allowing some sort of foundation to be established. That's so strong here. Allowing a foundation to be established. It could be your personal foundation as well as the foundation to do with whatever it is that you're moving towards. Like I feel like that foundation is that's being built, but it's like it's not time just yet. Three of Cups, 3, 5. Something about between 3 to 5 days, weeks, months, times, years. Some of you guys, that could be in the future or in the past, but there could be something significant about between, if it's, yeah, something significant about, yeah, that. Anyways, what else have you got here, please, for Aries? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, well that's a strong no. Like the divine is just like, nope, 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 nope. Like doesn't matter what way I spin it. Nope, 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 nope. Take the steps, take the steps, take the steps. It was Swords of Tower. But I feel like it's just only thing that could be blocking this is you being in your head about like, you know, is that gonna ruin my chance of 10 of Cups? Is that gonna be a tower to my 10 of Cups? And that makes you feel a little bit stuck. Whoa. Why am I caught? This is happening today like crazy. I don't even get a chance to shuffle, and these cards are just like all kinds of messages. So again, feeling stuck again, needing to make a decision, feeling in your head about the situation. And again, just two paths. You could go that way or that way. But again, it's already seeing that this way isn't intuitively guided, hence why you end up on this side in the first place. Okay, well, let's still see what actually happens when you go through this portal, because I'm just trying to figure out why we got so many portals going on today. It must be some sort of like astrological significance to whenever you're watching this or whatever, or some sort of divine timing. Okay, yeah, Page of Swords. So the other side of the portal is Page of Swords, okay? This could be many different things, okay? Air energy. It could be clarity, truth, communication, a new start, fresh perspective, clarity, initiation, conversation, clarity, honesty, integrity, information, awareness. Some of you guys, it could be a conversation with someone that you don't feel like is coming towards you yet, but if you're on the other side of the portal, that's what would be like. There'd be some sort of conversation, or it'd be some sort of clarity or awareness in regards to something that maybe isn't necessary. That could be something that maybe you felt like was a what's the word, like something that was coming towards you for a long-time investment that maybe you get clarity on that it's not really stable for the long term, or it's not necessary, or it could be something that you get clarity on, something that you want to communicate, or it could be that there's a particular individual with clarity and awareness, okay, on the other side here that you will see. Okay, 3 of Wands. It has something to do with the vision, though. Whatever this vision is that you've been holding, it's to do with that. So you'll know what that is. Some of you guys, yeah, like you feel like this thing or this person won't come towards you because you may have felt like maybe you didn't fully invest. So you may be feeling like, well, if I didn't fully invest, then it's not going to come towards me. So that's why I want to go the other route and jump in. Ace of Cups. Yeah, because you feel like, or you feel like if this person or this thing does come, there won't be anything in the cup, or they'll go past you, as in like maybe you feel like something will be missed. I don't know. Eight of Cups. But it's not, look, the divine will align something in divine timing. But the thing is, it's almost like if, ooh, if this situation, sorry guys, the heater just turned on. If this situation or this circumstance or this, like if there's something that's divinely meant to happen here, then both you'll be intuitively guided to be at the right place at the right time, or you'll be intuitively guided to, you know, have an encounter. Like there's something will happen where if it's people, those people be intuitively guided to be at the right place. If it's like what's the word, or there'll be, yeah, if it's like an opportunity or a work thing, then it's almost like you'll be guided towards like looking at the right things, and you may see like 3 different options, but you'll clearly see the ones that won't bring you fulfillment versus the one that will. So you'll be able to kind of go towards the one that will. But it's kind of saying like paths will open up for you if you take the steps, but it's almost like you right now you may feel like you can only see one path. Like I can only see this one path, and if I'm not meant to go down that one, then like what, right? But there's actually 3 paths. Okay, there's this one going up here, there's this one going down here, and there's this one going down here. Okay, so that's very interesting. The one going up, obviously this is obviously being in this place, having clarity on this, but this is where you'll end up. But it's almost like you may feel like, again, to you may feel like you're being called to detour. Queen of Wands. But then you feel passionate about going in the opposite direction. I feel like your emotions and your desire are pulling you in 2 different directions. And maybe you feeling like you're in your head up in these 2 different directions as well. Okay. Okay. Now, this is so complex and interesting, guys. This is so much going on. This is so much going on. Some of you guys, like, you're going to be focused on your vision, but then you're going to see things. I feel like some of you guys, it's almost like, do you have like a beam light here? It's almost like there's this beam light where you can kind of see like what's in this radius. Okay, like when something is near to you or close to you. But you feel like you're not picking up something on your radius. Like it's not, it's like this, it's like it's not in the vicinity, it's not in the radius. Like and it's kind of saying like when you take the steps, like you're gonna get clarity that you can't necessarily fathom now, because that's just part of the clarity you're going to gain as you go move forward. But part of that clarity is going to be like, for one, if the vision isn't fully in alignment with what feels clear to you at that time, then obviously you're gonna, the path is going to be clear to you, because maybe you feel like there wasn't a path because maybe you feel like the vision wasn't completely right. Not necessarily wasn't right, but maybe like there was facets to it that you couldn't see yet. Or it could be like once you something that you're not picking up on this radar. It's because maybe you could be trying to see something, but it's almost like if something does come up, if something is supposed to come up on your radar, it will come up on your radar. It's kind of saying like you don't have to, like the divine will prompt you, like it will come up on your radar. You don't have to see if it's on your radar. Does that make sense? Like it will be there. It will be, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, it's kind of giving me the energy of being in a lighthouse, right, in the middle of the ocean. And then there's like the lights flashing around to see if there's any boats on the horizon. But there's like this like energetic radar. So if a boat comes within like a certain amount of distance, then it will beep the lighthouse and say, oh, there's a boat near. But then you guys may be like looking out on the balcony of the lighthouse, like I don't, with the binoculars, like I don't see any boats. But then it's like you don't have to look out, because when it comes in the vicinity, the lighthouse will beep. You know, it will pick it up on the radar. So if it's a thing where, and it will pick it up if it's coming towards, if it's for you to pick it up. Does that make sense? So if it's for you to, because for instance, if the boat is coming to the lighthouse towards you, and this Page of Swords is that clarity, that lighthouse energy here. So if it's coming to you, it'll pick it up. But if it's going somewhere else, then you may see it on the horizon, but it may look it's going in a different direction. So it's kind of like there's different routes, right? And sometimes different routes are needed for different things to get to different places. You know, it's not always the exact same route. But it's kind of saying to continue to keep, you know, passionately moving forward, and know that when your radar beeps, you get the insight, you know. But in the meantime, yeah, your intuition will, now obviously your intuition, because humans are like, well, what if the radar don't beep? But it's because the radar is a very silent beep. It's not a loud beep. Your intuition's quite subtle. So, but at the same time, just because it's subtle doesn't mean it's not strong. Do you get what I'm saying? It's kind of like messages don't really go away. They just get louder, you know, until like signs from the universe. Like if we don't learn something, it will come back around, but it just kind of gets not louder in audio, but like more noticeable. But even still, then it can be very loud and people may still not notice it. But eventually it's hard not to notice. But if you are in a place of awareness, then you will notice them. It's only if you're not using your sword. But that's why we've got Page of Swords energy here. So it's kind of like, even if you don't feel like you fully if you feel like you're still working on that, then again, like with your intuition here, it's just telling you to just be open and receptive to being intuitively guided. Okay, and maybe to work on that is also just having times of like stillness and like peace, and moments of just silence, which actually allows you to kind of pick up on your intuition. So if there's a lot of noise, because there's so much stuff going on here, and it just, to me, it just feels like energetic noise. But if there is a lot of noise going on, then it can be very hard sometimes to kind of, you know, hear what the intuition is trying to say. So sometimes you may just need, if you are kind of on the go, you know, in this like passionate energy, which is good, then it's just kind of saying have these intervals of like silent stillness here. Oh yeah, this is actually reminding me as well of the Sagittarius reading, so maybe check out that reading, because we do have the energy here as well, so that might also help someone else. But yeah, it was talking about the power in the stillness. But that doesn't mean you have to be just always still. Like you can still passionately move along, but it's just having those moments which will help you pick up those intuitive hunches, and then that gives you that reassurance of how to move forward in that instance, right? Let's say if you're out somewhere social, it could be stepping outside for a second and just having a breather, a quick breather. I could also see here as well, I don't know if there's someone here that smokes, but it kind of looks like being outside. Five of Cups, for others of you guys, it could just be taking it, like just having some solitude or sitting in nature. But yeah, especially if you feel like you don't know about something, if there's something you don't know, like let's say you feel like you want to do something but it could potentially bring, like, I don't know, some sort of conflict, or you know, just something you don't want to do, or if something else, it could even be a sexual situation, but for others you guys it might just be conflict. If you don't know about something, take a moment to yourself, internally, emotionally, and just feel how you feel. Even if in that moment it just feels a bit sad, don't shy away from the feeling. Just feel how you feel, and then just kind of let that emotion sit for a second, and then just see what comes through to you. Just see. And you might be quite surprised that, yes, in that chance of reflection, if you don't immediately act upon that desire, if you don't charge straight ahead into that thing, in that place of reflection, okay, you may actually find the inspiration, okay, to move forward in a different direction. Okay, maybe before you wouldn't have moved in a different direction because there wasn't the inspiration for it, but sometimes just taking a seat, taking a second, okay, you may light a spark within yourself. You may find a sense of inspiration. Your intuition may speak to you and give you a creative idea, may give you, like, say, you know, this is a path here that you can go down. Okay, so it's kind of like that, guys. Okay, this reading is so random. Definitely give it a like if it's resonating. I'm just gonna pull something else here. I'm gonna move these away and just see like what else Spirit just wants you to know about this whole portal thing. What else you want Aries to know about the portal? Justice, Libra energy. Oh, it's the same thing I was saying to Scorpio. Make sure you're balanced and fair and reciprocal before you take the jump as well. But that may mean like you being balanced within yourself, within your emotions, within your tasks, within your mind, you know. So then you can be balanced externally and with others and with your situations. Nine of Cups. Some of you guys, you may feel like when you go up the stairs, when you're walking up the stairs, you can't actually see where you're going, or you don't know, like you can't really see. And I feel like, you know, in your mind, it just seems like more of the complex, difficult way. Whereas for you to just kind of go straight in, you feel like this would just be my wish, right? This would just make me feel good. Yeah, okay. Can you clarify justice, please? Okay. So, oh wow. There could be other people on the steps that want to walk up here as well. Oh my gosh, why am I getting Squid Game again? And it's crazy because I had that thought in the Sagittarius reading as well. But now I'm getting a different game where they were like walking on the bloody glass. Was it the glass steps? It was something, yeah. And there was some behind them like, walk or I'll push you off, right? Oh my gosh. If someone gets impatient, they may like get angsty and want to push someone off. Whoever that is, don't do that. But that might not be you. That might be like someone else that you feel like is around you at the time, but it's just saying if you notice that, just stay balanced, because I don't know, just stay balanced. Because I feel like it's not worth kind of getting thrown in, right? It's not worth getting thrown in. Oh my gosh, this is wild. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. The reason why the divine saying no to this as well, because someone's like, well, this is Nine of Cups, this is a Pentacle, is this not 10? But it's like, yeah, but what does that make? That doesn't make 10 of Cups or 10 of Pentacles. So it looks like the right combination, but it's kind of, I guess, a mix match. And there'll be clarity on why that mix match isn't the right combination. The more you go ahead, the more steps you take, you're going to get clarity on why the previous combination isn't exactly the right combination. Does that mean you're going to get clarity on that the more you move ahead? There could be about three important steps as well here. Or maybe you feel like there's three people in front of you already, and maybe one person behind you. That's crazy. Like, there's actually a line, but the person you could feel like maybe the person behind you. Oh, by the way, when I was saying about someone that may feel a bit angsty when I push someone in, not necessarily physically push them, that could just manifest in like someone saying something verbally that could throw someone else off balance, and then it's like everyone's wobbly, vibrations wobbly, things get thrown off and then they fall off, right? So it's kind of like everyone has to keep this kind of vibrational balance here. It's kind of like an energetic tightrope, but it's not a tightrope. It's like you just don't want to fall off, right? You have to. But so it's just kind of like just being with precaution, with care, right? But do you know what this energy is giving to me? If you have watched that, and again, if you haven't, I'm not advising you to watch it. I'm just using it if you have. Yeah. The bully. There was a bully. That guy, and he kept like trying to kill people to win. And then he significantly on the tightrope. Yeah, I think he like push. Do you know what? I'm not gonna explain it and ruin it, because in case someone hasn't watched it and wants to watch it again, like it's not really my type of thing. But I guess, you know, there's a reason why we watch things. Sometimes I find myself watching random things, and then there's some sort of insight in it later. But to be honest, it was quite insightful in regards to like the dark. You know, I got a lot of dark insight, spiritual insight from that. And you know, polarity is good for the knowledge. But anyways, where am I now? Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Okay. So the combination as well, for some of you guys as well, there may be like you could be trying to think about like what makes you feel most fulfilled, okay, where you want to invest your time and your energy. Maybe there's something about the more you move forward here, even if you don't know where you're going, you can have more clarity in regards to where to invest, okay, where, when, what, whatever, okay, where, when, what, who, when, yeah. And that's going to help you take the next 3 steps. So it's saying take the first step, and then on the first step you'll get clarity about the next step and the next step and the next step. But just take the next step and then take the next step and then take, you know, that's the approach. And it's almost like with every step that you take, you may actually gain a cup. You may, oh my gosh, there's something about, let's say if there's like 10 steps, right? It's like on every step you may gain a cup, And then on the last, or the last 3 steps, sorry. Okay, what am I trying to say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh gosh. Spirit put this out perfectly, guys. Look at this. I wasn't even looking at it, so I thought, hold on. Yeah. The last 3 steps, you get a pentacle. And the last 7, the first 7, you get cups. So you'll be at these 3 pentacles, a positive collaboration, a work situation, some sort of group situation, building, working, or you just you've leveled up in something, in a skill, in a job, in a path. Okay, by time you are basically at the top of this portal going in it. Okay, so you would have something already to go into it with. Now, there's this energy of, I'm getting the Squid Game thing again as well. There was some of those that wanted to like get it over and done with quicker, right? Because they were worried about the time running out. Even at times if things were in okay order, or maybe there was a bit of time running out. There was an element of time running out as well. But that extra bit of haste did cause extra catastrophe. I'm not going to spoil and go into all of that, but it did cause unnecessary catastrophe. So it's something about, it's better to take your time and do the right thing, right steps, than to rush and cause catastrophe, you know? Also, like I was saying about the cups thing, is you having these 7 cups and then acquiring these 3 pentacles. It's almost like you're gonna feel like, even though you're just taking these baby steps, you're still gonna feel like you've acquired something for every step you've taken. So, and the divine is going to give you every single one of these. So the first 7 steps, you're not going to see anything physical, okay? It's just going to be emotional feelings, okay? Fulfillment, or things filled with love or self-love, or contentment, understanding, those types of things. That's going to be the context of the first 7 steps. And in the last 3 steps, something will show up in the physical, okay? Whether that be a person, whether that be money, whether that be a job, whether that be a home, whatever. But those last 3 steps, something will show up in the physical. And that's when it's like, okay, this is, you're up next, yeah. Now we've also got Lovers, 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. See, I was just talking about 7. You can get 7 cups, but now we've got 7 of Pentacles, and this is the basket empty. So right now you may feel like you don't have something here because it's empty, but you're going to acquire those. For some of you guys, it might, yeah, something of Pentacles. You may feel like there's a lack of pentacles here, but with the 9 of Wands, that could be something maybe making you feel a little bit guarded, or maybe this is another situation, another person. But yeah, okay. It's crazy. I see this as you kind of getting to the top, and once you finally get to the top, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm at the top now. It's that time to take the leap of faith. It's like getting to the top of the ride. Or have you ever been, oh my gosh, Oh, why is it giving me that memory? So it's reminding me of one time when like I went on like this big water slide, right? And I had to walk all the way to the top of like these big stairs. And I had to walk up there by myself actually. And yeah, it was on holiday. And I finally got to the top, it was like, wow, like this is high. So obviously the nerves kick in, but then you're at the top, so I'm like, I don't want to go all the way back down without actually going on it. It's kind of that feeling of being at the top and then like, whoa, okay, time for that jump now. Now it's the time to take the jump after the baby steps. And even then it's saying, I feel like the divine is saying, wait, when you get to the top, take a minute, and maybe even just so you feel safe when taking the jump in, connect with the divine for a second. Say something to the divine, acknowledge the divine, and the divine will acknowledge you back, just to kind of give you that sense of reassurance in that moment, that you taking that leap of faith at that time is something that you and the divine are seeing eye to eye on, and it's something that's like destined, or something that, you know, can come together. So, you know, you kind of have that sense of like, okay, I've got to the 9 of Wands here. Now the last step is the 10, is to jump, to leave to, you know, completely surrender that and jump. Now again, it's like 9, the last one's 10. This is that last thing. And then when you jump in through the portal, something that is destined to happen for you may happen. For some of you guys, it could have something to do with a relationship. You may jump in and you see eye to eye with someone. This is just someone that you see eye to eye with, whether it's a romantic relationship or any kind of relationship. Some of you guys, it could be a career that you feel like, you know, you could just see yourself doing, and you just feel like this is you at a core. But either way, it's like, that's what's on the other side of the portal. But just so you feel that sense of reassurance just before that last second, before you go down the water slide or take that leap of faith, look, and then the 10 of Wands just fell out here, because you're not gonna, yeah, the 10, see the ending of it. And they've got 7 of Wands and 6 of Wands. Oh my gosh, why are all these wands? This is like walking up the stairs, feeling a bit nervous. I'm getting to the top, I can't back down. 6 of Wands. Yeah, it's like the more you climb up, you're like, wow, I'm getting higher, I'm getting higher. Then you finally get to the top and you're like, wow, I actually did all of that. Now I actually have to take the leap of faith, and I gotta leave all of this stuff that I accumulated here to just jump down. Oh my gosh, it's reminding me of the slide as well. That's crazy. When I was on that water slide as well, it's like years ago now, I was younger. I had like necklaces on, and I couldn't go down the slide with the necklaces, so I had to leave the necklaces at the top and go down without them. And this is symbolic for the baggage, everything that was there. You have to leave it at the top and then just jump in. So the divine is like, you know, if you look for me at that moment before you jump, I'll be there. Okay, you'll see my face in the portal, or you'll feel my presence, and this will let you know, this will make you feel certain or safe or reassured in that moment. And that might just be that thing that you need at that time to be like, yeah, this is destiny. Yeah. So right now, guys, I feel like, you know, you could be reviewing your plan, you could be putting in work, you know. So you guys, this is you looking at tarot. 5 of Swords, the Hanged Man. Yeah, because I feel like you just want to make sure you don't go down any paths that bring the worst case scenario, and it's actually bringing you some sort of enlightenment, which is not making you feel stuck. Okay, but some of you guys, you may want to, I feel like some of you guys, you want someone to reach towards you here, but it's almost like maybe you're looking at something that could come at maybe them and you. some of you guys as well, there's something about like when you sit on the other side of the portal thinking, should I just go in that side? There could be someone on the other side going up the stairs. They're not at the top yet, but they're going up the stairs. Maybe it's like an angel or something, or someone else that's just been guided to go up there. They could have reached out to say, here, take my hand, come over this side. But you don't even look at them because you're like, take your hand. What? I will have to basically jump over this portal to take your hand. Like, no, I will fall in. But thanks, no thanks. But I'm just trying to figure out why they Four of Wands, the Temperance. Okay. I think they could be trying to tell you to go round, because this is almost like going round, not going through, because the portal's in the middle and you got the two sides. Oh yeah, so you guys, when you do come round, this is you kind of heeding to what this, someone could have reached out, maybe you're going to put into this person or this situation. This may be someone, Leo, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, King of Swords, King of Wands. Okay. So, again, there's loads of different energies, loads of different people here. But it's almost a thing where it's like, okay, well, someone may not know, okay, can I trust? Like, I feel like there's a lack of trust with certain people that are going up the steps. There's some people that may be genuine, some people are out for themselves, some people are angry, trying to see, you know, if someone out, like, you know, someone else is coming up the steps. Like, there's just a lot going on. And then there's some people just trying to use their strength to make sure they can walk up the steps, and, you know, they don't go in prematurely or something. So again, I don't know, you could be any one of all of these different people, but for the most part, I think for some of you guys, if you felt like the divine told you no on something, maybe you were frustrated with it, maybe this was another person, but it's almost like you're about to go and pursue something. Okay, you're about to go and pursue something. It's the portal, the two sides of the portal. You're on the right side of the portal now. You're already on the right side of the portal now, guys. Already. It was that simple, just making that decision. King of Swords, yup. Yup. Okay. So, yeah, and again, it's like, okay, there could be frustration just about the timing, because it's going to be Pentacles energy, not Wands energy. Something about, yeah, moving forward from the space of clarity, Emperor. Okay. Someone as well could have two, there's two masculines as well here. Maybe even, there could be three, but I'm seeing specifically, it could be two, it could be three, maybe even four. This, do you know what? There's a lot of energies. But yeah, I feel like there are some people that are on the other side of the portal, some people that are moving on the other side trying to help some of people get over to the right side. Like, there's lots of people, some people out for themselves, some people trying to help people get to the right side, some people are on the wrong side and they're just like stubbornly on the wrong side, but then they may get help from a loved one and then go to the right side. Some may just not. Like, it's just like a free will type of reading. But I feel like you guys are positioning yourselves, and maybe you're just kind of looking to see who else is going to be on the right side. The only thing that could take you back off that side is maybe like a quarrel with somebody. If maybe there's something that you want someone to give you, Four of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, but maybe you feel like they're not doing that. Okay, this could be like a commitment here, or if you want someone to commit to something or put time into something, then you know this could be a trigger point. That might be something where it's saying stay balanced, because it might not be worth falling in. So yeah, if there's that, what's the advice for any like triggers at this time? Seven of Cups, options, confusions, decisions. Yeah, there's a choice. It's a choice. Keep the Ten of Cups in mind. Think of the long term picture. Okay. It's saying that there might be a bit of an illusion of choice as well, where it's really kind of like there's only really, I guess, yeah, there's only really three choices. Well, technically there's only two choices, but it looks like three choices. Technically the two choices is go in the portal or don't. And the three choices: go in the portal the right way, go in the portal the right, go in the portal the right way, go in the wrong way, and don't. You know. So it looks like there's loads of other choices, but a lot of those choices are illusions that just lead you to either going in it the wrong way or not going in it at all. So it's just saying, just be clear on like what the choices actually are, so that you can kind of keep that in mind. So that, yeah, you can navigate yourself accordingly. So yeah, guys, and if you feel stuck, it's saying, you know, your judgment might be off about that. You're not stuck. Okay. This place of freedom and liberation comes from your mind. Okay, so think freedom. Yeah, but you'll find that as soon as you actually come to this place of clarity, you'll be where you need to be, with the portal being there, opened, ready for you to go through it. So by the time you get up these steps, you're going to be at the place of clarity that you need to be at. Okay, but if you're still feeling like emotionally discontent, emotionally without, then again, you may still be on like a certain step. Maybe you'll be on like the fourth step or something. Or something as you may take the first three steps and be like, okay, I got those first three cups, but I'm on the fourth step now and I don't have the cup there, so I can't go on to step 5, you know. And step 4 with the cup 4 is the cup to make you feel content and fulfilled, to do with your security, your stability. You know, you don't feel that, so you're thinking, oh my gosh, like I can't go to the other step. I won't ever get to the pentacle if I can't at least get past step 4, 6, 7, because I don't get to the pentacles until I get to 7, right? With what we were saying. Look, and then number 7 here. The divine is following this beautifully, or should I say I'm following it beautifully. This is their story. I'm just telling it. So yeah, you're like, I won't even get to the pentacle unless I get to the 7th cup, but you're like, I can't even get the 4th cup. So you're trying to get clarity on how to get the 4th cup. How can Aries get this 4th cup, please? Yeah, look, there you are. Full card, Aries energy, Knight of Wands. Okay. So there's the cup you want. There's the pentacle you want. You're trying to reach for the pentacle before the cup. So that might be why. Because you're actually thinking about the pentacle, but you actually have to focus on the cups before you get the pentacle. So it's telling you to focus on your cups energy. Okay. Yeah, the moon card is going to feel like you're walking in the unknown. You don't know what's going to happen, but it's telling you to use your intuition. Follow your intuition. Yeah, it's not necessarily Knight of Pentacles, it's more Knight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles is like slow and steady wins the race, long practical plan, whereas Knight of Cups is a little bit faster, but it's not necessarily fast. It's just like one speed up from the Pentacles, and it's just more about following what you're intuitively feeling, and also like honoring your feelings as well. but also being in like more emotionally balanced so that you can kind of pick up on your intuitive. It's being guided directionally by your intuition as opposed to so much of a plan, right? So yeah, focus on the cups, the cups, the cups, the cups, and the cups as well, the love, the understanding, self-nurturing. That's what will get you to the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so focus on the Ten of Cups and get you to focus on the energy. Whatever this Ten of Cups is for you, focus on how that will feel for you. Focus on the feeling of it. See it in your mind and feel the feelings. Okay, yeah, focus on the feelings of how it would feel good. You know, focus on that. And if you need Pentacles to fulfill those experiences, you focusing on those experiences being real and the feelings being real, the Pentacles will have to fill in. The universe will have to literally bring these Pentacles to you, because in order for you to have the Ten of Cups, you're going to need the Pentacles to secure it. So yeah, it's kind of saying you could be trying to like hit a pentacle and get it to drop down and feeling like you're just missing. So it's saying, you know, move forward authentically, okay, in the authentic you. Focus on the love. And yeah, don't overthink about the fact that it won't be reciprocated. Don't focus on hurt or potential hurt. Again, what did I say? Move forward with Knight of Cups energy. So I'm going to leave that there, my loves. Definitely give this reading a like if you stay to the end. If you like the vibe, thank you so much for being here. Your energy is appreciated. Sending you lots of love. Until next time, stay spiritually charged. Bye-bye.